There we go. Alright, so we're not going to Wingnet this time, even though technically we can. Yeah.
No one likes Wingnut anyways.
Yeah. Armagon's where it's at. He's a cool shark dude.
He actually is. He's probably one of the best fights in the game on higher difficulty settings, but he's also rough as hell because of that.
Let's go, everyone.
And definitely not like you know this firsthand or anything.
I'll talk about that in a minute.
I just received intel from Casey, Donnie. He says the docks are covered with containers filled with some kind of strange tech. Casey tried to get a closer look, but was chased away by some nasty-looking guards. My best guess is they're transporting the tech to the docks via the sewer lines.
Looks like the Foot and Krang are planning a full-scale war.
My God.
Yo, that's fine by me. They want a war? We'll
It's
give
a
'em
sewer hole. I really wish they kept their DLC costumes in the cutscenes here.
It's me, Oh, wait. Yeah, that would be pretty
That
good.
would be fantastic.
God. At least they're honest about this. Sorry, go ahead.
They mentioned Casey Jones in their cutscene, but he never actually shows up. He's just kind of mentioned there. That's it.
They're using the sewer.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he is sir not appearing in this game.
What is... Was Raph dressed as Shredder? Or is that just...
He's got his punk. They all have the punk costumes on.
I know, but it kind of looked like from the side he looked like Shredder for a moment. I'm like, what? Alright,
Actually, I mixed them up. A couple of turtles are wearing the samurai costumes, and the others are wearing the punk costumes.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah. So this level I don't really like. This is actually the only level I've noticed that actually is very variable in length, depending on the number of missions you can get. It can vary, and the number of floors you can get vary. Even though it's the same freaking mission as when we went up against who was down here before? Slash.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this actually varies between 25 to about 30 minutes, or even longer if you go into higher difficulties.
And here we get a glimpse of some of the level gimmick here. The purple sludge.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't mutate any further, turtles. By the way, we totally glossed over it, but what the hell are these rock dudes?
They're rock soldiers.
They are aliens, I assume. They showed up first on Rocksteady stage, on the second stage.
Okay, well, I actually totally missed that one, so...
I know, you weren't there for that.
Yeah, in this dimension, they originally, at least to the show, they come from Dimension X, and they were part of Krang's army.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've ever seen any of them before from even any of the shows, so it's a little surprising.
Well, you remember, was it General Trag, right?
That does not ring a bell. Is this like the original, like the early 90s show?
Yeah.
I'd actually, like, only got to see some of the episodes for that, but I didn't get to, like, see it all the way through. So,
Okay.
I'm actually not familiar much with the 90s show, aside from Cowabunga and eating lots of pizza.
Alright.
I will say, this level shows that New York has an impressively deep sewer system. Not only is each tunnel huge, but apparently they're like layered on top of each other like a mile deep.
Is that
Yeah.
actually a thing then?
It's according to this game, it seems.
Oh. Okay. Come on.
Yeah.
Do your homework, Seth.
Um.
Jeez. I'm looking for real world facts.
This place is maybe 8 to 9 floors deep.
Wow. Well, that was an easy yes, I guess.
It's just one enemy.
We destroyed the one UFO. Wow. That was an easy mission.
Yeah. Again, on harder difficulties, you'll get a lot more missions, and they become a lot harder.
I've not actually played on hard difficulty, so I'm not fully aware of what all the differences are.
It's really not. You just get more random missions. And for this place, you get 20 floors or thereabouts that you have to go through before you hit the boss.
I assume there's other stuff like, you know, enemies have more HP and hit harder, etc.
Yeah, but that's about it. That's the only difference.
They don't get
is
any new
that.
patterns?
Oh, I doubt that.
No new patterns, and just upped health for everybody and a lot more missions.
It's kind of a shame, really. A lot of the I guess this really is not a star idea of platinum ideals, especially if there's no new patterns.
No, and if you notice, a lot of these floors are empty. That one floor we just came through had maybe one mission and that was it. And then we ran off to the goal of it.
This one is just full of loot, apparently.
Hey,
Yeah.
That's where you flush all your garbage. I mean treasure.
Your
Yeah.
little green nuggets.
Now some of these enemy placements aren't actually random. Like these guys here in the first enemies you saw on the stage, they'll always be there. But all the others don't always show up where they're supposed to.
Also, I appreciate that Leonardo is helping them rock out. Sorry.
Well done,
At least
sir.
they're not out of their shells.
You say that, just wait until more DLC comes out.
God, what?
If any.
Like, I would be interested if they actually came out with like different story DLC or like extra content aside from costumes, if it would actually be higher quality or not.
I sincerely doubt it.
No. This game, I'll say it's thoroughly mediocre at best.
Yeah, kind of a shame, really.
Found some enemy forces that seem to be on
Like many mediocre games, it's fun to play with friends.
I imagine. I mean, any game is fun with friends because you can take the piss out of it all at once,
Exactly.
Yeah.
all together, and still have fun with it.
Okay, so our next gimmick here is the water. You see how it's moving a lot faster now, right? So it will actually slow you down and move you. Like that.
Ow, that's actually a nice detail. Like and it actually speeds up when water's pouring in it. I think. Is it? No.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I
it
think
looks like it. Yeah, it looks like it is.
It does
Huh,
sort of
hey.
look like it. I don't know. That's still kind of cool. Like, that's sort of what you'd expect. I don't know. That's not
Yeah.
too bad.
Are you actually going to manage to do a stealth takedown on every one of these guys?
Don't hold your breath.
Honestly,
We'll see. We'll see.
I always mess these up doing solo because the AI just runs out there and completely whips it.
Oh, the AI can get caught? That's
Yep.
like. Oh, okay. Well, apparently the AI saved Dose's ass that time.
Because I completely missed that.
That's kind of poor design. Like, basic stealth design is that if you're in a co-op game, if you have to get stuck with AI partners, they make it so that the AI doesn't trigger stealth. I mean, it's sort of immersion breaking, but it's also like saves you from ripping your hair out because praying the AI won't fuck you over is not good game design.
Indeed, unfortunately. They will also, like, if there's like patrols that would trigger an alarm, they will very often run immediately to the person that is doing the patrol and trigger that alarm.
And
Well, here's the thing. You can change the AI. You know how it says AI go all out?
Oh,
It
yeah.
is possible to change that to a different one.
okay, so can you do that mid-mission?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I just don't do it because I don't really care that much.
All right. Fair enough.
Usually I have it set to protect me, to keep them from going off and setting off enemies or pulling aggro, or at least so that they're attacking the same enemy. One thing that you don't always notice all the time is when you have multiple turtles attacking the same enemy, each turtle actually does bonus damage.
Huh.
So it's not just additive. You get a little bit of multiplicative damage. So
Okay.
it's better results if you team up overall.
Huh.
Oh, that's a neat little quirk. That is pretty nice. There's a lot of nice little things in the game, and then it's just still mediocre because.
Yeah, unfortunately.
This level I'm going to say is too big for its own good. It's
That
very, very empty.
that feels like a common thread in this game, honestly. Too big for its own good.
I suppose, yeah. But one thing I think I did learn from this mission is that every 1,000 orbs or battle points we collect, we actually get a extra health item or extra health.
Okay.
Every 1,000. I wasn't sure how many points it is, but
Yeah.
I knew it was something.
Now, oddly enough, the health does not translate to the next level, so each new stage we go to, we have to do it all over again.
Right. I mean, that gives some progression within stages, but
It's like there's no
it
end
is
to this place.
kind of, I don't know.
For clues, guys.
Maybe if it was like the threshold was higher, but you kept it permanently, that would be kind of nice progression.
Oh, by the way, April just commented on how this thing never seems to end.
Yeah.
And this is what, floor 6 of the New York sewers?
You could just go. They could just be moving like laterally into a different sewer
secret
area.
mouse here.
Citizens' lives
No, we're going vertical.
Yeah.
And considering that each of these sewers look like they're about 2 stories in height,
Got it.
we're probably like 60 feet.
Did he actually get it?
I
Yeah.
saw it explode. I thought I didn't see anything come out of it.
Yeah, I
No,
know.
we didn't get him. He actually got away.
I knew it.
We're probably somewhere like 100 feet below surface now.
Nah, don't worry. It's like space warping technology. Aliens, right?
You know what? That is probably the closest thing that makes sense.
Just saying. I mean, they've got goddamn magical force fields down here. Why not?
Yep.
It's actually all a hologram. We're trapped inside the Matrix.
Now that would explain a couple of things.
That
but
guy
no.
is really big. Oh.
Oh yeah.
You decided to go for the old punch out. That's awesome, actually.
Yeah, I like the hologram ability. It's freaking cool. Does a lot of damage.
How did they get the hologram?
From a later boss fight.
Yeah, you
Oh,
get
okay.
some special abilities from boss fights. And
Oh,
since he's
okay.
already cleared the game,
Makes
Yeah.
sense. Is it a spoiler boss fight that you get that from, or?
Yeah, it's a spoiler boss fight. It's probably the one unique boss fight in this game that isn't from other games.
I'm picking up a huge
it's
swarm
true.
of bad
It's
guys.
true.
I thought Armagon was considered unique, though.
Well, he's a unique mutant to this
Oh,
game.
okay.
Alright, so there was you saw that bricked archway behind us, right?
Yep.
Before I turned around really quickly?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, in hard mode, that's actually opened up, and that's where you start this part at.
Interesting. One thing people won't notice since we didn't go to it, but there is a tutorial stage you can do from the main menu. And this particular map is just the tutorial stage, but with some of the doors changed around and with water added.
Finds you, the enemy will become more aggressive.
Which amuses me.
Yeah, if you play the tutorial stage, you'll see a very familiar segment coming up soon.
I saw a little bit of the tutorial stage when you streamed it, but I had to duck out for the water part, so most of this area is going to be new to me.
Yeah. Nope, it's right there. This is where the tutorial stage would have ended.
Surprised they didn't throw any missions to you at you right here.
There's only one mission on this floor, on this difficulty, and it's right over there.
Are those shurikens just reskinned because you're wearing the punk costume, or are you using something different?
I have the explosive charm on them, so
okay.
they will explode on contact.
Totally non-lethal, guys, we swear.
Coming up. Oh, let's get these guys.
I actually don't remember. Are the...
Oh.
Ooh. Ugh.
Oh, you guys got
Alright.
soaped. Oh, full team soap?
Yeah.
Are the turtles supposed to be non-lethal? I don't remember, actually.
Depending on which canon it is.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
Fight Club. Oh, come on, why do you gotta ruin the Fight Club, Doze? God.
I don't know. Anyway, there is an achievement for getting all the turtles onto that sludge.
Is it a game over if you do? Because they're like all
No.
stuck now? Okay.
No, it's an achievement. It's called soap.
I knew
Wow.
it. It's the enemy.
Oh.
Got elite.
Yeah,
The
this is
big
the
boy.
elite guy. He does a lot of damage. Now, I do try to learn how to dodge and everything because on one of my runs of this stage, I actually managed to perfect it for once. I actually got on the back of an enemy and started whacking him.
Nice.
So you'll see me try to perfect the perfect dodge here, and so I can try it on this boss, but it doesn't work.
Personally, up against Armagon, I'm able to pull it off the dodge a lot. But I don't know, maybe his tells are just easy for me to read.
Yeah.
Some bosses just take a lot of practice no matter what game.
It's true. There are also achievements for, like, doing 5 counters. So I mentioned in the thread a little bit, but there are 2 different types of, like, ripostes. So when you do your dodge, you go into your little turtle shell, right?
Right.
If right as you're going to your turtle shell, the enemy hits you, you'll swing around them, and then you can either do an instant kill or jump on their back, depending on how big the enemy is. The other one is if you get out of the turtle dodge thing right as the enemy is hitting you, you will instantly counter them for a lot of damage and usually knock them down.
Right.
So, the second one is a lot harder because you already have to be in your turtle shell and anticipating it. So,
By the way, that weird scout thing, we never actually saw it. Is that like, did he just like never encounter his patrol path, or?
Yeah, we never run into its patrol path. I optimized my path through that little segment there. Instead of going down the tunnels, I went straight up.
I'm sorry that you've managed to optimize your path for this level dose. Very.
Well, usually there's a random mission for that part
Yeah.
where you can where you have to KO some enemies from behind, and then you'd be going down the path where the scout would be.
Oh, okay. It's kind of nice you didn't grab it this time.
No, yeah, it's weird. I think it only shows up in the harder difficulties because twice on normal I didn't get that one. Which, although when me and Cecil and was Out of Sight played this together, we did get it.
But I've never seen this place before.
yeah, but on that time, I'm pretty sure when we started playing together, this was the first level that I joined you guys on. So I'm pretty sure I just bumbled around and ran into the scout.
You probably did, yeah.
God.
Those shocks have bigger hitbox than they look.
I imagine. Did you actually just find the egg? Wow. I don't know. Like, it really, a lot, it really is. This game is just too big for its own good.
But again, it's a stage.
Yeah, I mean,
And
the game itself, like, a lot of the stages are just a little too big.
Yeah.
Unnecessarily so.
And I don't think you're actually going to get to see the actual unique floor this stage has, because it randomly shows up below normal or below hard, and you'll get to see 3 or 4 floors of it on hard mode,
Unique floor.
and it's below this section, I think.
Can you
Like, I
knock him
remember-
into water and drag him away? Oh, there's the scout.
I don't think enemies are actually affected by the water.
Oh, wow, really?
Well, that's not a scout. That's just the pure Krang thing now.
Okay.
Everyone will usually tell you when a scout shows up, and you'll usually get a shot of it as it phases in.
And then it turns invisible typically, depending on the enemy.
Well, not always. No, it'll usually just be there. It just phases in, and you can see it wander around with this little red light on.
Well, that's a thing that just happened.
Hey, where did Raph and Don go? What the hell?
They're probably stuck in the water, it looks like.
My god.
They're trying to get back, but they're too incompetent to figure out water.
They don't even get the benefit of teleports. Man. Oh my god, really? They really couldn't get back.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't the water going towards... What? That's so...
Who knows?
Oh,
I don't give the AI much credit in this game. Oh, it does look like they might have gotten affected by the Krang UFOs. So I was a little...
Yeah, so I'm trying to make Donatello defuse the bomb himself, but he won't do it, which is weird because in earlier segments of the game, like stage 1 and 2, they would automatically complete the quest for me. I wouldn't have to bother with them. But I think from the skyscraper on, they just stopped doing objectives for you.
Maybe you just got unlucky and they start bugging out a bunch. Oh. Hey, Raph! Raph, hey guys! I made it! What's up? Oh.
Yeah.
The opposite is
We
also
can-
a problem, though, where you start summoning a bomb, and then all the other turtles stop fighting the enemies, rush over to the bomb, start defusing them, and then the enemies come over and hit you. So often what I do is I start disarming the bomb, and then someone comes over and helps, and then I stop, and then I defend it. Because all the other turtles want to disarm it.
It's not too bad, I suppose.
I don't really care about it too much because enemies won't knock you off it unless they have an AoE attack. Or they hit you hard enough.
It's happened often enough to be annoying, so...
And if you see any skipping going on, that's most likely because this part of the video where the game decided not to play nice with my recording software.
Oh.
So you'll see stuttering in a little bit from here on out.
All those water effects.
Probably.
Processes.
That should be all of them.
I don't know what we need to get an S on that because that was as quick as you can go.
I mean, you did kind of faff about bit on that second point, so...
Fine. You're right. I waited too long. I waited too long trying to get Donatello to do his dang job like he did
Yeah.
earlier, but
It might also be related to taking damage while doing it as well, because that's sort of a platinum thing.
It could be, but it always seems to be time-based to me. I don't know. The only thing it flashes is whenever you complete a mission is the time it took and whatever extra points you might have gotten, like, you know, a bunch of hits or most takedowns.
alright. So you know what's coming up, right?
Wait. Time to drink some roids. Oh.
That's right. You know the thing is, I keep using Raphael because he's quick, but he's not equipped with the 5% upgrade charm on attack. It's actually Donatello and I think Leonardo that actually have the 5% attack power increase.
So why didn't you put it on Raph then?
Because I forgot about it, and it wasn't until later when I decided to try breaking down charms that I noticed, one, that yes, you can upgrade them, and two, that I don't have it equipped to who I thought I had equipped to.
Awkward. Dun, dun, dun.
All of this will be mine. Pay tribute to your future king.
Is there no end to what people will flush down their toilets
Like
these days?
Armagon's jam. Pretty good.
Now, Raph.
Yeah.
Really good,
So-
actually.
Royalty.
Armagon is a pretty cool fight. Not only does he have his basic melee attacks, every now and then he'll summon streams of purple goop to come from any of the drains that line the arena, or from the center.
Oh, okay.
He'll also jump into the water, which is the one time you can't hurt him, and he'll try to shoot goop at you from there.
Yep, his gimmick is that he has a lot of this goop, which incapacitates you.
Yeah.
And you can see the arena is surrounded by it.
I'm okay. I can totally handle this.
So it's actually much smaller than a regular arena too because of that.
I don't know, that's kind of cool, honestly. Like, this is a cool boss fight. Like, all the boss fights up till now has sort of been, like, just generic beat up the boss in an arena sort of thing. But this is
Yeah.
an actual fight with, like, a gimmick arena, and I don't know, that's really cool.
Now, unfortunately, you won't see the center pillar one because, again, that seems to only come up in harder difficulties.
Okay.
No wingnut this time. Sadness.
Yeah, I know the one secret boss we managed to bring up in multiplayer mode, and I couldn't do it in single player.
It does seem to have a lot of RNG when it not happens.
Oh. Wow.
So, you didn't really get a good look at it, but when he does go in the water, you can actually knock him out with shurikens. You can see the NPCs throwing shurikens at him. Because if you hit him enough, he'll get knocked out and be stunned.
Oh, by the way, in a higher difficulty, you'll get more than just one stream. Like, you can get like 2 to 3 streams coming out of there at once, making the fight a lot tougher. And of course, that's That's to add on to the 9 health bars he has once you get him into this fight too.
Well, Armagon's probably the best designed boss I've seen so far. That's pretty decent.
Yeah, he's a fun fight.
Ugh.
Yeah, we're done.
And Leo's just running into the water.
To see, my teachings have stuck.
No S rank. Oh.
No secret boss bonus.
Yeah, it'd be Wingnet, which would make the fight exponentially harder because Wingnet likes to stay in the sky.
Mm-hmm. Who we will encounter next time.
Yep, and we'll actually get to see him on the skyscraper level again. A level we just left to get to the sewers.
Well, talk about a stupid fish out of water.
Have your little fun, fools, but know this. Armagon has been promised dominion over the oceans of this world. Soon you will all be history, and I will be a king!
Run! Got away. How can he swim in that? Gross.
Dominion over the oceans. Man, this thing just gets better and better. Maybe the tech in the containers is the key. April wasn't kidding when she said it was strange. It's not human tech. It looks alien. I'm gonna shoot a picture over to April to see what she makes of it.
Check it out, bro. A nerd selfie.
Yeah. You know, I've noticed April never refers to any enemies as Krang's minions or the foot soldiers. It's just the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Got to dehumanize.
They
guess.
sound like very stock lines sometimes from April in
Yeah.
particular.
You gotta find the enemy. Could have put so much more effort into this, but they didn't. Anyway, next time we'll take on Wingnut on the rehash of the skyscraper, which we just left.
Well, the sewer one wasn't so bad, at least.
It could have been longer, believe me. The original hard run of this would probably run into like 35 minutes to reach the boss.
That's assuming you don't try to explore and find secrets, which there are almost none of in that stage ever.
Oh no, no, the thing is, all the hideouts, I think, have actually disappeared once you hit the first skyscraper level, because I did search, believe me, I couldn't find any.
There will be more hideouts on Krang's level.
Only one, at least when we went through there. Yeah, I guess I'm good enough. Anyway, yep, bye, see you guys later.